Broadcasting live from the Albay PIO News Center, providing you the most exclusive news update from all over the province. This is News at 12. In the local scene, key agricultural stakeholders gathered at the Albay Rice Station in Tula for a seed growers coordination meeting aimed at strengthening the province's food security efforts. The meeting served as a platform for seed growers and partner government agencies to align strategies for the upcoming cropping seasons. Discussions focused on streamlining seed allocation to ensure high quality and climate-resilient rice varieties reach local farmers. Participants reviewed current distribution systems to guarantee consistent access to certified seeds essential for sustainable rice production. The forum ended with a renewed commitment for partner agencies to provide continuous technical and logistic support to the seed growing community. Officials said the coordination marks a significant step toward Albay's long-term goals of agricultural development and sustainable food security. In other story, Albay Governor Noel E. Rizal has committed to the rehabilitation of 2 classrooms at Cabalwan Elementary School in the municipality of Ginubatan. The commitment followed the governor's visit to personally assess the condition of school facilities and concerns raised by school officials over deteriorating classrooms. Governor Noel Rizal said a significant portion of the province's special education fund will be used to rehabilitate old school buildings across Albay. He added that priority will be given to practical and immediate repairs such as roof replacement and classroom repainting to make facilities usable as soon as possible. The governor assured the school community that the repairs will help ensure a safer and more conducive learning environment for pupils while maximizing education funds to benefit more learners. In other news, the Provincial Social Welfare and Development Office have expressed its support for the nationwide observance of Child Sexual Abuse Awareness Week. The annual observance, mandated by Presidential Proclamation No. 731, highlights the prevention of child sexual abuse and exploitation with theme, Ako, Ikaw, Tayo, Nagkakaisa Laban sa Child Sexual Abuse. PSWDO said the campaign emphasizes the vital role of parents, families, and communities in protecting children, especially from online sexual abuse and exploitation. The office also stressed the need to raise public awareness on the extent and long-term impact of child sexual abuse on individuals and society. The provincial government of Albay reaffirmed its commitment to prioritizing the welfare, safety, and protection of children across communities. In the national scene, the Department of Health, DOH, reported 7,471 dengue cases from January 4 to 24, 2026, a 71% drop compared with the 25,652 cases recorded during the same period last year. Department of Health Promotions Bureau Director Tina Morazigan said the decrease followed the launch of the Alas Cuatro Contra Mosquito campaign in February 2025, which focused on cleaning and removing stagnant water where mosquitoes breed. The anti-dengue program included nationwide cleanup drives and encouraged households to regularly clean pots, containers, canals, and other areas that can collect water even before the rainy seasons begin. Health Secretary Teodoro Hermoso warned the public not to be complacent, noting that dengue occurs year-round and often affects young people who have not been infected before. The Department of Health advised people to seek medical care immediately if they experience symptoms such as fever, rashes, body pain, stomach aches, or headache, as severe dengue can lead to bleeding and require intensive care. In other story, the House of Representatives plans to review how 4 to 5 billion pesos in travel tax collections each year have been spent amid concerns that the funds may not have reached areas that need tourism development the most. Palawan Representative Jill Acosta, Vice Chair of the House Tourism Committee, said lawmakers should examine both pre-pandemic and post-pandemic use of the funds to see if they were properly allocated and produce real benefits for the tourism sector. Acosta said travel tax revenues are shared by the Tourism Infrastructure and Enterprise Zone Authority, the Commission on Higher Education, and the cultural sector, but collections dropped sharply from 2020 to 2023 due to pandemic travel restrictions. He said government-built tourism facilities remain limited in major destinations like Palawan, despite heavy promotion, showing a gap between the country's image and the actual state of its infrastructure. The Tourism Committee will also discuss whether the long-standing travel tax should be reformed or removed, with several measures pending, including a bill by House Majority Leader Sandro Marcos seeking to abolish the levy. Acosta said the travel tax, set at 2,700 pesos for first-class passengers and 1,620 pesos for economy travelers, raises travel costs and puts the Philippines at a disadvantage compared with other Southeast Asian countries. In other news, a Catholic bishop called on Christians and Muslims to pray and work together for peace as Ramadan and the Lenten season begin at the same day, February 18. Bishop Jose Colin Bagaforo of Kidapawan City said the shared observance of the two religious seasons is a chance for both faiths to work together and strengthen understanding between communities. He noted that Islam and Christianity both teach prayer, fasting, repentance, and generosity, and that peace means not only the absence of war, but also having right relationships with others and with nature. Bagaforo said faith should be shown through actions, stressing that caring for the poor, respecting one another, and protecting the environment are essential to building lasting peace. He urged Christian and Muslim groups, along with civil society, to work together through dialogue, trust, and shared responsibility, saying true peace is inclusive and must be lived every day. And in the news outside the country, Iran's Foreign Minister Abbas Araghchi said Iran will never give up uranium enrichment in talks with the United States, stressing that Tehran will not be pressured by threats of war or military force. Iran and the U.S. resumed indirect negotiations in Oman for the first time since last year's brief war involving Israel, with Iran seeking the lifting of U.S. sanctions in exchange for limited nuclear confidence-building steps. Araghchi said Iran does not trust Washington's intentions, noting that ongoing U.S. sanctions, new tariffs, and the deployment of an American aircraft carrier undermine the seriousness of the talks. Tensions remain high as the U.S. and Israel want discussions to include Iran's missiles and regional allies, while Iran insists negotiations focus only on its nuclear program and rejects accusations that it seeks nuclear weapons. The talks come amid Iran's crackdown on protests, including the arrest of reformist figures and new prison sentences for Nobel Peace Prize winner Narges Mohammadi, as rights groups report thousands of deaths despite lower official figures. In other story, Thailand's caretaker Prime Minister Anutin Charnvirakul is preparing for coalition talks after his conservative Boom Jai Thai party scored a surprise election win, securing nearly 200 seats but falling short of a majority in the 500-seat parliament. The Progressive People's Party placed second with just over 100 seats, while Pheu Thai, linked to jailed former Prime Minister Thaksin Shinawatra, finished third and is widely seen as a likely coalition partner despite past tensions. Anatin said he would wait for official results before starting negotiations, though analysts expect Boom Jai Thai to move quickly to form a government where it holds the strongest influence. The next government faces major challenges, including slow economic growth, a weak tourism recovery, and a tense border dispute with Cambodia that recently turned violent and fueled a wave of nationalism. While the conservative victory may bring short-term political stability, critics warn it could strengthen military influence and limit meaningful constitutional reform despite public support for change. And finally, in the news outside the country with reference to the Philippines, Philippine Navy makes first international appearance at India's third International Fleet Review and Multilateral Naval Exercise Milan 2026. The Philippine Navy has deployed its guided missile frigate BRP Miguel Malvar to India's third IFR-26 and Milan 2026, marking Manila's debut in these high-profile multinational maritime events. Rear Admiral Peter Jemson V. de Guzman, acting commander of the Naval Defense Command, led the send-off ceremony in Cavite as the contingent set sail to join over 50 navies in Visakhapatnam from February 15 to 25. The IFR-26 provides a platform for ceremonial exchanges and a strategic dialogue, while Milan 2026 allows participating navies to conduct joint exercises and enhance operational coordination across Indo-Pacific. The Philippines' participation reflects broader defense diplomacy efforts, strengthening maritime cooperation with countries including India, the U.S., and South Africa amid shared challenges like piracy, humanitarian crisis, and regional security threats. Defense analysts say the deployment highlights Manila's commitment to regional stability and demonstrates how multinational naval exercises are increasingly used as tools of diplomacy and maritime peace building. That's the news at 12, February 10, 2026. We'll be back tomorrow for more news updates. Thanks to our news writer, Albay PIO and Naomi Ruth Hernandez. And on the technical side, Chad Bobis. And our Provincial Information Officer, OIZ Marty Gonzalez. And under the supervision of our Governor, Noel E. Rizal, I am Greg Hallare. Thank you for subscribing. Albay in my heart.